Hi guys, welcome back to another Matchbox Garage video. I'm Rob, and today I shall be attempting to take this Matchbox number 3 Porsche Turbo from shabby to shiny. Of course, this is the Porsche 911 Turbo, and it's a beautiful car. I think the Porsche, I've actually driven a Porsche 911 Turbo a couple of years ago now, just around a glorified car park, but they called it a racetrack, and I tell you what, the power that it had was unbelievable. And if you ever do get the opportunity to drive one, take it, because it's an amazing experience. But anyway, this one is part of an unboxing. There's an unboxing towards the end of this video from our friend Josef over in Hungary, so many thanks to Josef again. And we've got a few cars in there and a few little sweet treats that I'm already halfway through enjoying. But anyway, with 2,000 likes, this one could be yours, and I hope you do enjoy it. But as always, we start by drilling down the centre of those posts. There are two on this car. Remove the flange and tap those holes. Please do remember to lubricate the end of your piece. You do not want to snap it. And these parts, plus many more that I do use to restore or customise these little cars, down in the description below, the Amazon affiliate links. But yeah, opening doors on this one. And having a bit of trouble with my camera today, but there we are focused. Reading underneath, Matchbox Superfast. It's number 3 Porsche Turbo, made in England, 1978, so 5 years before I was born, this one. But pre-drilled it and popped the base off here. Taking it all apart, looking at all the little bits, the interior and the window section. There's no kind of rolled over post or anything holding it in, it just pops out. But I really like this interior. I think it's a great little design, and actually with this colour I thought it was quite appropriate. And again, just having a few little focusing issues there. The window section, bit of a scoring, kind of bit of a deep scratch in the front there, but a little 1200 grit later on, we'll take that out. The base was in relatively good condition. I considered to just, polish it up and leave it as is. Whoops. But I do strip it down and polish it up. The little door retainer I'll keep out of the caustic soda. Of course, I've got to remove the wheels first, but after that, into the foot-long hot dog jar she goes, covered in boiling water, and then in comes a tablespoon of caustic soda. So yeah, kind of since the version 1 of the foot-long hot dog jar broke on me, I try not to just dump the tablespoon in one time, just a little bit at a time, just for safety. But whilst that is doing its business, I shall clean up the plastics. And, sometimes I would paint these in various colours, normally in like a black. That's how I like my interior. Both of my cars, I've got black leather interior. It's kind of how I roll. But for this one, I just felt the kind of creamish colour there. Or what would you call that? Caramel? Or camel? I think camel was probably the closest. But I thought that would be quite appropriate. And just taking off the tow hook, because no Porsche 911 driver would ever tow a caravan or trailer or anything. But clean up that windscreen there. Like I say, we've got some scratches in that, and we've got the foam back 1200 grit sandpaper here, and then we'll take out those scratches. And whilst I was there, just tidy up the back end as well, and using the plastic polish, we'll now buff it up. So lovely and shiny with the first pass, then I'll do a second and third pass off camera, and there we are. Front and back looking as good as new. So it's probably been 20 minutes or so in the caustic soda solution, and unfortunately we don't have 100% paint removal today. Probably on the base there around a 97.8%. We do have full removal on the doors, which I think probably makes up for it. And on the main casting here, there's a couple of, well, they look like pink now, but so we're only around a 99.1%. Hey, that's close enough, right? The Dremel with the steel wire attachment, no problem. So let's have a little sample. I'd like to say the bonnet section, but of course, being a Porsche 911 Turbo, engine is in the rear. So I guess this is the boot lid, or the trunk, for my friends in America. Hey, my friends in America, the last week or so has been pretty interesting, eh? I have no idea about politics, and especially American politics, but you know what, with Trump and Biden, hey, like I say, I've got no idea or preference or what have you, but I'm hoping that whatever the result, it works out for the American people, but also the world, because of course, you know, what happens in America, it also kind of makes some changes here as well. We certainly feel it on this side of the pond. What did they say? Special friends, isn't it? Or something like that. But anyway, I don't vote anymore. I've kind of given up, I guess. I'll just take what we got and live my life. But anyway, back to this casting. I have painted the base just in a black, and then I've done one of these castings before, and I try to go with, I guess, realism. And normally that's what I try and aim for, you know, kind of like a realistic finish. But on this one, I just felt I want to build a toy. I'm going to do a colour flip, you know, a couple of little details, big wheels, but ultimately, you know, make it a toy. And I really like actually how it turned out. But it is later in the day. Like I say, that tow hook you can see now is gone, and just cleaned up that interior. No paint needed. I like that colour. I think it goes well against the final colour. And here's the wheel choice. Like I say, I've really got this low. It's not much of a roller, to be honest, but it's kind of, I guess, more looks than function. And then, yeah, hit this up with some clear coat. Just a couple of little minor details, you know, red in the rear lights and a little bit of chrome in the front lights. I didn't want to overdo this one. But it's a little reminder of what she looked like. And I'm going to get it all back together. And this is the result. So you can see kind of the colour flip. I must admit, unless you're really in the daylight, you can't see it amazingly, some of these. But you know, this is certainly more purple than anything else. There is a colour flip to a kind of a greyish green. But yeah, nice rake. When I first put it together, I felt that the front end was just sat too high. There was too much of a gap. So putting that little kind of tube in there just lifts it up and then really drops that front end. It's almost like a funny car, a dragster. You know, the wheels are a little bit kind of poked in, but I don't mind that. Like I say, this is a toy, and I really like this one. And of course, with 2,000 likes, it could be yours. Here's another angle that really kind of shows off the purple. Now, considering the tiny amount that you do spray onto this black, it's surprising, really. And what I'm trying to do is really trying to get the flip to happen, but it's really difficult under these lights anyway. Like I say, out in the daylight, but it's a really overcast day today. So, but yeah, there you go, the old shiny base there. But pretty cool. I hope you agree. But anyway, let me take this massive opportunity to thank my amazing patrons. Thanks a lot. I do appreciate it, guys. And for everybody else that's watching, hope you like this one. And please now stick around for the unboxing. Thanks again to Joseph. Hi guys, welcome back to another Matchbox Garage unboxing video. Today we have, and I've kind of ripped it off from the top already, but a box that's come all the way from Hungary, from Josef. And I have had a box from Josef before. Not only do I recognise the name, but I also recognise the handwriting. I think it was, I don't know, maybe 5 or 6 months ago now. But let's tear into this one. Looks like it's very well packed. And I shall keep the box to one side so we can get rid of some of these, what are they called? Packaging peanuts, I think. Right. Oh, we've got some Hot Wheels that have popped out there. Let's have a look at those. So here we have, it doesn't actually say, but it looks like we're missing the doors on the back there, but otherwise Hot Wheels truck. And if we just move my light down a little bit, if we have a look at that front end, we'll just say that is Chevy, maybe, possibly Chevy, but yeah, very cool. And then we have here an Overboard 454. So a pretty crazy car. Unknown, looks like it's got Corvette rear lights on there. But I think that's kind of like just a fantasy one. But I'm going to pull all the rest of this out, clean up this packaging, and we'll go for the rest. Okay, so we do have a letter. But first of all, I just want to show you well, it's on a postcard, and I really love this piece of art. It's a kingfisher, right? I believe. I can't read who the artist is there, but that's lovely. I'm going to put that on my wall as well. But yeah, here's the note. I always really enjoy watching your videos and looking forward for new episodes. Thank you. It's also popular in Hungary to collect and restore Matchbox, so it's becoming increasingly difficult to find good pieces on the flea market. I hope you like these few pieces and good material for a little work. All the best, Josef Tomas. So yeah, thanks Josef again. That is a lovely bit. I may even frame that. I think that's a lovely bit of art. But anyway, what do we have here? A metal-based a later Matchbox, cargo couriers. Lovely bit of detail with the open and close on the back there, and I'm unsure. I think that's a Dodge Ram. That's my guess. Of course, we've got the Matchbox number 3 from 1973, the Porsche Turbo, or Porsche 911 Turbo, and I did one of these probably 18 months ago, one of my very first attempts, and I actually used Pledge Revive It to cover it, you know, like a gloss, and you know, I'd like to think that I've improved since then, so maybe a revisit to matte casting. This is a Rally Cat by Hot Wheels, and it's a kind of mishmash, I think, just a fantasy design, but very cool all the same. And we have the Majorette. This is a Pompier and I do really like the majorette. And this one, a bit of damage there, but a little bit of glue that'll fix. And then we do have the extending ladder in place. I imagine, you know, these get lost and broken very easily, so very nice to see that intact. I don't think it's got too much age to it. I'm unsure how to age some of these majorettes, so a little bit of research. But and then we have, and I remember now, I think Joseph sent a bar of this chocolate, milk chocolate, in the last package that he sent, and it lasted all of 30 seconds in my house. Both, well, myself, my wife and my children, we love a bit of chocolate. I mean, who doesn't? But yeah, it got gobbled up straight away. But this time we also have Melba, which I'm assuming is Hungarian for pineapple, so that'll be interesting. I don't think I've ever had pineapple chocolate before, and these are actually by Nestle, so yeah, I wonder why we wouldn't have that in the UK. Of course, we've got Nestle chocolate. I think Nestle chocolate's probably the world over. And then we have this one. I'm assuming that's hazelnut, but yeah, this one I'm probably most looking forward to. And yeah, that's tonight with a film, and I look forward to those. And maybe give one of these each to my children. And you know, of course, I think it says here 3 pieces a day, which is probably this strip. I mean, you open this bar of chocolate, who's going to have this little strip here? You're going to have half, aren't you? But anyway, put that to one side. And then we're intrigued for this one. There you go. For adults only. And I think Thomas will probably know then that, you know, especially some of these Hot Wheels, you know, my children grab them, and ultimately, you know, what they're made for, they will be played with. Oh, okay, interesting. Because you see, I see this car on the side here. I wonder whether it was a casting, because it has some weight to it. So this is, yeah, it's like a candy. Ah, right, yeah, so it is like a hard candy, so for adults only. That's interesting. Let's have a look. Oh, so it's chocolate on the outside, but it's hard candy. Oh, there's alcohol. That's why it's for adults only. Right, I'm dripping. I'm gonna get on with well, finishing this one. Joseph, thank you very much. Again, I really appreciate it, and then hopefully I don't get too drunk on these chocolate sweets that you've just supplied us with. I'm going to give this little car a restoration, put some new wheels on it, give it a nice new paint job, and hopefully show that I've improved since the last time I've done one. But anyway, cheers guys. I've got lots of chocolate to eat, and lots of car here to restore, and I hope you liked it. See you all soon.